All right, so I see that you're wanted out of Bucks, Pennsylvania on a parole violation.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
2 underlying cases.
So the fact that he's been on this same fugitive case twice more.
VO, imagine being arrested over and over on the same warrant. That's what's happening here. It's like pressing snooze on an alarm clock you can never turn off. Pennsylvania says we'll deal with him later, but later never comes. Meanwhile, he keeps landing back in court. Wild, right?
The court works both in and against my favor. Before my time in general litigation, there were 2 prior other prosecutors.
Here we go, flexing the muscle.
Well,
I'm just
one of
kidding.
them was me. One of them was me. But for the 3, 2 prior ones were dismissed, and he keeps getting arrested on the same warrant, and they keep not picking him up. I had Amy call the...
This is going to happen eternally for you, Mr. Ginder, until you go back to Pennsylvania.
VO, the judge doesn't sugarcoat it. This warrant isn't going anywhere. He could be 72 years old and still getting dragged into jail over it. Can you imagine living your entire life with a legal time bomb ticking over your head?
You will continue to get arrested over and over and over. It doesn't require you to say anything. I'm just giving you a heads up that that warrant will be there for the rest of your natural born life until you take care of it. If you're 72, you will still get picked up and sit in jail for... How do we go forward?
So this is one of those unusual situations. There is no pre-signed waiver, so he has a right to...
A parole case?
Some states, including ours, they just don't have it in their clause for their parole. But I've had Amy call, and she was only able to reach the supervisor for the deputy that actually handles his specific warrant.
But Dave, don't we have enough people in jail, number one? And if they don't care enough to pick them up over and over...
So one of them, I was explaining to Ricardo, the first, and I could be wrong, I haven't checked my notes, but one of them might have been around COVID. And so I know a lot of them were picking up. Nobody can fault for that. But the other ones, I don't.
VO, here's where it gets maddening. The local court is saying either enforce the warrant or release it already. And honestly, don't you think it's cruel to keep a man trapped in limbo because 2 states can't coordinate? What do you think? Should he be free until PA decides? Or stuck in this endless loop?
No. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to present anything to court that I don't have. But conversely, he's had considerable amount of time to cure his warrant. And so that's why I said, like, it works for and against me. Is obviously I don't like them playing games.
What do you want?
For me, I would like to get a hold of the supervisor there and figuring out what happened the other times, but we've just been unsuccessful this morning. And that's the issue.
I get it. Do you want to perhaps roll it to tomorrow to give you enough time? Hey, I'm with you.
I know.
It's maddening that someone continues to get picked up and they don't care. Either release the hold or come do your job. I mean, really.
Because we do have ones where they release it locally, where they teletype that they won't enforce it in certain jurisdictions or just contiguous ones. And so I don't have an answer to present the court. I mean,
let's roll it to tomorrow. We're going to try to get to the bottom of it, Mr. Gimbel or Ginder. But regardless, that...
VO, it's not the Holiday Inn, it's not Club Med, and it's definitely not Disneyland. Judges love these zingers, but the point is real. Jail isn't meant to be comfortable. The harshness is supposed to shock people into never wanting to come back. And honestly, for some, it works.
That warrant, until you take care of it, is going to eternally be out there, forever and a day. And if you like to continue to get arrested, but at some point, it must get tiring, right?
Yes, sir. All right, we'll roll it to tomorrow.
So let's roll it to tomorrow. I will tell you this, that I mean,
I know, and that's where I'm at as well. And so I'll see if I can I'll keep going up the chain until somebody answers. That's all I can do.
Yeah, good luck, Day. I know how diligent you are, you know.
Hey, Judge.
How's it going? How's jail?
Not good. I think everybody should go there for 7 days on the first DWI. I think it'll fix a lot of things for a lot of people.
You know, and I routinely say this to people, Mr. Fox, is that I would say, I don't know the true statistic, but
VO, notice the frustration? This isn't just about paperwork. It's about trust. The judge is basically saying, you keep swearing you'll follow the rules, but the second you're free, you break them. Fool me once, fool me twice. But at what point does the court finally stop giving chances?
Usually when people go to jail, that one time, most times that one time is scary enough that it's self-correcting and they wise up that they don't ever want to go to a place like that. I mean, it stinks. There's
things that you know.
So, yeah, I know there's no air conditioning, but jails are jails. I mean, it's not the Holiday Inn. It's not Club Med. It's not Disneyland. It's happy and the most wonderful place in the entire world, right? But you got to understand is that we have routinely let you out over and over and over. And you make us promises, you tell us you're going to do things, and then we come to find out later on, it's a completely different thing. You have what? 2 open DWIs, right? Is it at least 2, right?
It's two, Judge.
You're on probation with us, and then you pick up a felony as well. At some point, I have to say when. We can't continue. Sometimes we have to protect people from themselves, their own worst enemy. And I'll tell you, when we first did the TRAS, I told you how reluctant I was to go with the other agreement that you guys had worked out, because I wanted to do SATIP, because usually our clinicians know what's up. They know the right way
I understand.
to go through things. And you want me to let you out for the holidays, but that really scares me.
I just want my bond reduced, sir. Even my wife, who we're getting divorced, wants me home for Christmas. I mean, spending Thanksgiving in there, and yes, you're right. I mean, I call it jail therapy. I don't know what
Look,
else.
let's not talk about the case at all. I don't want to talk about the case, but
Yes, sir.
I'm bringing you out
I
just,
just want my bond reduced, sir, so I can, I mean, like you said, number one, I can't drive. You're gonna have an ankle monitor on me. I can't go anywhere. So
but we still ask you to do things and you refuse to abide by bond conditions. Every time you tell me and you make a promise, you know how it goes, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, really shame on me. And that's where we're at. You tell me things that you're going to do. You tell me that you're going to abide. And when you get out, you still do whatever you want to do.
I never spent 28 days in jail, sir, and this is definitely a wake-up call. I don't know any other way to put it. I mean,
And you've told me that story before.
I've never been in jail before, sir. I've never once been in jail until this time, and I don't need to know how to explain it, because I know you probably
The good news is this, Mr. Fox, because there is light at the end of the tunnel, that Mr. Sims is working hard to try to resolve these things once and for all, so you don't sit there and linger. The idea is to do the program that we had initially said. The only problem is the case at a county. That's the holdup, I think, at this point. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Morgan reach out over there. We're going to have James reach out to your lawyer on that case to see if we can come up to a global resolution once and for all. And hopefully we can do that by next week.
VO, pay attention here. This is a huge deal. A deferred adjudication is basically a second chance probation. Complete it successfully, and you dodge a permanent conviction. Mess it up, though? That's an automatic year in jail. It's like walking a tightrope. One slip and you fall hard.
I don't know, but I'm hoping. I don't know what the other county has in store, what they want, but hopefully we can get on the same page. And if we let them know this is our intent to do SATIP, hopefully we'll see what happens. But
Some of our reductions. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fox, but look,
I put myself in this rest.
and quite frankly, you scare me. You know, every day Someone dies from a DWI in our county every single day. We'll set it for about mid to late next week. Hopefully we can have an answer for you because like I said, I don't want you to just sit there and just linger. We're going to try to work hard to get this thing closed as quick as possible for you. Because the problem is, the idea is to get you help as quick as possible, not to sit there. So we're working hard for you though. Okay, okay, Mr. Fox, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sims. Good morning, Mrs. Zavalos. Mrs. Zavalos, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you an 8-month deferred. Do you know what that is?
But he explained to me probation, community service, lots of other things that
Classes you'll have to do.
Right. A deferred is a type of probation that if you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. You can't tell people it was dismissed. It wasn't dismissed. You merely completed the probation successfully, didn't end up with a conviction. What you need to recognize is that you give up almost all rights known by entering into this agreement. And you let us, and you give us the ability to put you in jail for an entire year if you violate this agreement. You can violate it by picking up a new case. Don't do your classes on time. Don't do your community service on time. If you test positive for drugs or alcohol, you violate this community service. Do you understand? I'll make you a deal though. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, get your classes done quick and everything done quick, I'll take you off in half the time. So you could really be done with this in 4 months if you really kick butt. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
I'm not going to be understanding though if you fail to appear, if you pick up a new case, all bets are off. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you are stuck with it until you complete it successfully or it gets violated. For you to complete this successfully, you must do a Thinking for a Change class. You must do a 4-hour anger management class. Which Thinking for a Change did you want? Were you thinking? You must also do 30 hours of community service. Do you have any children, sir? Tell me, how far did you get in school?
I just finished my semester last week.
In what?
What do you mean in what?
College or?
Oh, in college, yeah.
Great job. What are you studying?
Natural sciences while I'm still in community college, but when I get to the 4 year, I want to study kinesiology.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Shh. What do you think this is going to do? Do you think this is going to hurt or help you?
I'm a firm believer in consequence.